Welcome to Confident Chaos, Leo Nation. I'm here to do a reading for my Leo. So Leo, what's going on? How you feeling today? This is your first time here because I know the channel is still a baby. Maybe you came over from the main channel, Confident Chaos Tarot. Either way, thank you for joining me. I love you. You are welcomed here. The only rule, just like at the original channel, is to be nice. Okay, be kind. You can say whatever you want, just be kind to each other, to me, shit, to people you see every day. Be kind. It costs you nothing and you gain everything. Be nice, Leos. Okay, I love you guys. By the way, just in case you don't know, I am also a Leo sun. Okay, so trust me, I know how we are. We're going to pull from the index cards. Oh, your first card is trash, Leo. What the hell? Who do you think is trash? What is going on? Or do somebody think you're trash? The plot thickens. Oh, as soon as I said that, somebody think you trash, Leo? Fuck them. For real. Okay, let's see what else we get. So today, Leo, the energy for us is electric. Okay? It's bouncing from one task to the other, completing shit, checking it off our to-do list. But be prepared. I know you can't be prepared for surprises, but it's kind of like that's what Spirit is saying. Be prepared for surprises. But overall, you're gonna feel inspired today. So who the fuck thinks we trash? And we got all this popping energy going on. The plot thickens. We'll find out. We have a water element, so it could be a water sign that feels this way about you, or this water sign or this person, whoever they are, they don't necessarily have to be a water sign in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or anywhere else in their chart, even though I'm sure, somebody has water element somewhere. But regardless, I feel like this person is the one that thinks that way about you. So I don't know if who you have in your life that's attached to Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. But yeah, okay. Then we have think before you react. So before you go off on this person, before you put your foot on a fucking neck, Leo, just think. So why is Spirit telling you to think? Maybe this person meant something to you. Maybe this person is in a place where the reaction is based off what they're going through and not really from a place of how they feel about you. It could be anything. But I'm not, it's just kind of like extend some grace before you react. It's not telling you don't react, but extend some grace. On the bottom, we have don't call me. I don't think you want to hear from this person right now, Leo. So if you don't, like, for me, this day for you is shaping out to be like a busy day. You have a lot of things to do, or you're getting a lot of things completed. You're checking a lot of things off the list, right? Um, let's say this person texts you or calls you during your day and you're in the middle of, and you know how Leos are, when we're in the middle of something, like, yeah, we could ride and whistle, yeah, we could tackle tasks simultaneously, but when we're doing something very important, we rather just focus on that one thing, right? So I feel like they're going to interrupt you while you're in the groove of getting something completed, and when they interrupt you, you might go off. But don't go off, Leo. Okay. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Just tell them that you're busy right now. I feel like you just don't want this person to call you at all right now, but you can't control another person. So if they do call, handle it with some grace. Okay. It's for you. Even if the person you feel don't deserve grace, you still handle it with grace. Now let's see what's going on in our colorful index for Leo. We have biracial black mom. Okay, I don't know what that means. Somebody around you or you could be biracial and your mom is black. They were saying it's a difference between two biracial kids that have one mother versus the other, one white mom versus a black mom. And I mean, of course, it makes sense because one is going to nurture one side of the culture versus the other because they're just not educated. It's not out of They don't want to. They just haven't been they haven't been invited to the barbecue. So they can't like really try to advise the kid how to move in a black environment, right? If they're a white mom. And vice versa. You know, we could tell you how to move in a white world from our point of view, but as a black mom and your daughter is more presenting or your son is more presenting white, it's a struggle, you know, because we know how the world works, especially here in the U.S. And I mean, it's like that everywhere. So I stopped saying especially here in the U.S. because racism is everywhere. It's just painted with a different brush, baby. But yes, somebody is biracial with a black mom. What else does Leo need to know? What else is coming out in Leo's energy? Walking this path alone, Leo, okay? So again, not wanting to be bothered. What is this? This is turned up. Oh, it's stuck together. Sorry, Leo. Let's see what else is coming out. What else is coming out for my Leos? What else is coming out for my Leos? We have walking the dog. Okay. And remember, the index cards, for those of you who are first visiting, the index cards get clarified later. I just pulled them out now because this is what's going to alert you to, oh, yeah, something in this reading is for me. You know what I mean? So the index cards are like indicators to whether this particular Leo reading is for you. We have too controlling or bossy. Okay. What else do we have? That's it. Yep. All right, Leo. When I created walking the dog, doesn't necessarily mean you're walking an actual pet, right? Walking a dog can mean dog walking somebody. Okay, so take it how it resonates. Walking this path alone, too controlling or bossy. That's the reason I said it. I feel like if you were ever around someone, maybe this water element, that, and I don't get a controlling energy to where it's overt. I get a controlling energy where it's kind of like passive, passive aggressive, controlling kind of way. You know what I mean? Manipulative. I feel like you're finally walking the dog, meaning you're finally not taking that anymore, not accepting it, because you could see it. It's not something that was, you know, because they can be manipulating. That don't mean they manipulating you, right? I just feel like you saw the behavior, you saw the patterns, you saw how they interacted with other people too. And it's kind of like I stopped making excuses for this person, and you know what I mean? I'm walking a dog. Like I'm not taking this shit anymore. You know what I mean? Dog walking somebody, like, you know. Well, dog walking somebody is actually beating their ass and dog walking them through the streets. But you know what I mean? Like, you're finally putting this type of energy to rest. You're not going to come in my life. You're not going to control me. You're not going to be bossy. You're not going to do none of that. I don't know. Biracial mom, black mom is kind of giving me the element of when you're being underestimated too. You know, when someone sees you as biracial, automatically they kind of just still think that you don't have as much strength as someone that would be just one race. You get what I'm saying? So, for example, I'm going to speak from a black perspective. Black girls will kind of think you're a little weaker because you are not like fully black, right? And I feel like it's something about your energy. Was this biracial? And you see how black mom is in asterisks? They didn't expect you to have that spice to you. So you overlooked something with the water element and they thought they were manipulating you and getting over you. That's why the plot thickens here, because you caught on. Okay. The moment you caught on, I don't know if something in your energy told you to think before you reacted, but you didn't react the way you really wanted to. You wanted to get bad. You wanted to go on bad, right? You wanted to kind of like show your ass, in other words, okay? But you didn't. I feel like these people thought they could get over on you. These people thought they could walk the dog. They thought they could get over on you, Leo. And it's not because that's why this biracial is just sticking out to me. It's your looks, Leo, right? It's you have this appearance or you have this energy of really easygoing. You know, like Leos are really like, we're not too much. If we even interact, because we like to be alone. So if we even interact, right, with people, we genuinely like them. We're not gonna fake the funk. We genuinely like you if we're interacting with you. We might not like everything about you, but we like you enough to be around you. And I feel like these people that you were around, or this person that you thought you were around, thought you were soft in some type of way because whatever reason. It doesn't even have to be a biracial thing. It could be a different of culture thing. It could be an ethnicity thing. It could be, it's something, right? To where they thought you were of a weaker, you were a weak fence, as they would say it in Costa Rica. They thought you was a weak fence. And when they realized that you were bolted down, stood strong and tall in your goddamn values, and you know who you were and blah, blah, blah. You understand what I'm saying? When they realized that you were that strength that they thought you were missing, they felt stupid, basically. All right, Leo, so someone underestimated you. That's basically what I'm getting. You decided to walk whatever path it is alone. You rather do that and put out the trash before you deal with someone who thinks they can control or boss you. That's just, you're not going to control Leo. You're not going to boss up Leo. You're not. Leo has a problem with authority naturally. Like, Leo usually works a job where them and their boss is cool because their boss, on whatever level, not even professional, sees them more as a peer than as a subordinate. Leo, if they're not in leadership, they're close proximity to it. Leo does not like too much micromanaging, too much authority, you know. But because we're easygoing, we look easygoing. We look serious, but we look kind of, you know, like we do what we're supposed to. People just get the wrong idea. What can we give to Leo? What does Leo need? On the bottom, we have second chakra, Archangel Ariel. We'll look that up later. What does that Leo need? We have the number 21, 7, and 5. I love that. 7 is like blessings. The 5 is change. 21, 1 plus 2 is 3. That's like working the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's working in unison. That's you and spirit working. And then we have 3 people here in the card with community. Somebody was attachment to you, Leo. You had to get rid of them. But we're going to read the actual, because it's, trust me, it's something in there for you, okay? We're going to start off with strategy, though. So strategy, making a plan. The card shows a pen, a journal, a compass, and a key. When you receive this card, and let me show it to you while you're reading it, so at least you can have the visual. Is that good? Yeah. So the card shows a pen, journal, compass, and a key. When you receive this card upright, it indicates that this is the optimum time for setting up a very specific strategy for achieving your goals. Write about the direction you want to go in, consider any potential change in the course that may be needed. Be aware of particulars regarding your goals and have some conscious plan in mind. Structure the short-term goals needed to make your long-term goal a reality. This card is telling you to spend some time setting things in order. It's time to take full control, add thought to action, and set your sights on the road ahead. So Leo, maybe you're already doing this. Maybe you already put a strategy in place. Maybe you had to separate from someone and then make a strategy. Maybe you had to strategize to separate from someone, because then we have community or a community of people. Maybe you had a community of people that were holding you back in some way, okay? But this community card starts with connection with kindred spirits. This card shows 3 women celebrating, sharing ideas, supportive energy. The lights in the picture represent your ever-present spirit community as well. When this card appears upright, it indicates an association of some kind. It may be a casual connection of like-minded people, joining a club or a community of some sort, or even a business partnership consisting of 3 or more entities. This time, no, the time is right to make such new connections and to share intentions, whether they are personal or professional. Networking and community are important parts of the human experience, and a security sense of connection can be beneficial to all. It's true that when several people join their intentions, it accelerates their power in the energetic realm. Receiving this card puts you on notice that the universe is sending some beneficial alliances your way. Like the Happy Family card, this could also indicate a party or celebration of some kind. So take it how it resonates. How I'm taking it, though, is this strategy that you are going to come up with or already came up with requires some type of assistance or community or investors or counsel or something. Or it's whatever the strategy is, it has to include an audience of some kind. It's something that you're planning that you definitely need 2 or more people to assist with. But then it scares me because we have attachment. Why do we have attachment here? Why do we have attachment for Leo? So you have the perceived need and the choice to let go. Okay, so attachment. In upright position, this card reveals that your passage forward is being stopped by strong attachments to old patterns or people from the past. The chain at your wrist is bolted from the fear or desperation about the future. Although you may wear the mask or pretense or even contentment, you simply can't seem to go forward. The stuff that keeps you stuck could be physical addictions, emotional patterns, or even old relationships. Are you living in fear, addicted to old, unhealthy habits, or so desperate about the future that you can't be happy now? If so, the chains that bind you could be your own making. This card is telling you that it's time to take action. You need to break out of your chains and move forward to an open, free, healthy, authentically happy life. It may take some time, courage, and effort to let go, but know that you are capable of doing it. Until you do, the difficult energy will just repeat itself, keeping you stuck, Leo. So, Leo, now I want to backtrack. Are you creating a strategy to disconnect from a community in order to move forward with your personal plans or your financial plans or your creative plans or a relationship plan? It's something in some area of your life that is being held back because you're resting on this community or you're a part of this community, and community represents family, friends, co-workers, whatever it is. If it's a job, you can't be this leader because of your attachment to your peers, right? Maybe you and your peers see each other outside of work, very close, right? And now you're up for a promotion, and it's kind of going to change the dynamics of the relationship because you have to switch gears while you're at work. Maybe they're not mature enough to handle that. Maybe you have a relationship that this community is against, but you feel like you want to move forward with it. You're strategizing how to get around something, Leo, is what I'm trying to say. Take it as it resonates. You want to ditch this community and walk a path alone. You don't want to feel controlled. You don't want somebody to have any say over your decision. You're getting rid of an attachment. It could be a relationship. Shit, it could be an adult child that doesn't stay in their fucking place. It could be a parent. It could be family, of course, right? All of those people I just named. And then it could be at work. Stopping your acceleration, stopping your movement because of your attachment to people in the office. It could be a relationship that your friend group is holding you back from. It's just some type of attachment that you're creating a strategy to get around so you don't have to deal with it. All right, Leo. Well, best of luck with that, honey, because the first thing I'm going to tell you is that you can't have too many people having so much say about your decisions in your life because this is your path. They're not going to understand you walking your path because they're looking from their path. Do you agree with everything in their path? No. Do you agree with all of their decisions? No. But you respect them enough not to interfere. You respect them enough not to say anything unless you feel like they're going to hurt themselves, right? They should extend the same courtesy to you. I want to know why this came out. Give me 1 second, Leo. Yeah. These cards fell out, Leo. That's why I went and looked at them. Son of Cups in reverse. Nine of Swords upright. Son of Cups in reverse indicates that you want to take action towards something. It could be your feelings, because of course Cups, it could be a relationship. You want to take action towards something, but Nine of Swords, it's giving you some type of anxiety. It's like you're frozen. You're fearful. Why do we have the Son of Cups and the Nine of Swords? Is it because of this community? Is it because of what people would say? Why do we have the Son of Cups and the Nine of Swords? Four of Swords. You're tired of battling something in you. Four of Swords is all about being out in the battlefield, right? Kicking ass. Or just being out in the battlefield, period. Something being not easy. And you come and rest and pray and ask for strength and recuperate. But you still got that sword under you. You're still ready to go back out in the field and fight. That's what it's about. Even if you're going through fear, even if you're going through anxious thoughts, even if you're not sure about something, right? That's why you're pausing and not taking action. You're still ready, because that sword behind you is like indicating to me, is like standing out to me that you're still ready to go out and fight for this. So whatever this is that's giving you anxiety, or whoever these people are that's giving you, because it's a group that's giving you anxiety about something, possibly a relationship, Leo, you're still going to fight for it. You're just resting right now. You're not saying anything. You're not reacting. You're in your head. But that's for right now. Let's see. So that is the energy you're in. Ooh, give me 1 second, Leo. Let me get some water, chat. You're healing from something, Leo. What is Leo healing from? No, that's not what I want to know. I want to know why you're unsure. Why the Son of Cups? Son of Cups in reverse. You want to take action, but you need to rest right now. Son of Cups, Eight of Cups. I feel like you're walking away from this community and walking towards this relationship. Because you see how the cards is set up. It's kind of like, and this person is waiting for you. Can you see that? You see them sitting right here with the cup, waiting for you to give you, let me hold it up. In reverse, you see them, how they're facing, and then you see you walking towards them. It's kind of like you're leaving behind the crowd and walking towards this Son of Cups. I'm going to put it in reverse. That's how they came out. Not taking action. So they're waiting on you. They're waiting on you, Leo. Somebody is waiting on you. Waiting on you to make up your mind. Waiting on you to be sure about them. What's this Nine of Swords? Why are you in fear? The Chariot, of making a move. So now you're in fear of making a move. You think you're overthinking so much, it's literally making you physically tired. You're tired of battling. You're tired of doing. So, Four of Swords. Give me something for the Four of Swords. Daughter of Swords. Yeah. Then I say you're going to take that sword and go right back out there and battle. Look at the Daughter of Swords. She got her sword. So after you rest and recuperate, you're going to go back out and fight for this relationship. Let me see something. Yeah. You just need a rest because you need a princess, Lord. The Daughter of Swords. I have so many damn. Daughter of Swords is like passionate. You're still curious about this person. You're still passionate about this person. So you're still going to go back out with that sword and fight off anybody that's kind of like standing in the way of this relationship, Leo. Daughter of Swords is like young-hearted, full of energy, right? She's just going to carry out her mission. If your mission is that this relationship, you leaving here and getting to this person, you're going to carry out your mission. The problem is it's exhausting. You get mentally and physically tired. But you're going to be victorious. The relationship is going to, you're going to walk to that person. Basically, you're going to get to that person. You're going to leave everything behind that's trying to put some type of roadblock between you and this person. And you're going to walk towards them. And you're going to be victorious with the Daughter of Swords here. So, what's this person's energy? Person could be a Cancer. Could be an air sign or air highly aspected in their chart. Could be any water sign or air sign. What's this person's energy? The Devil in reverse. Okay, so that's good. I see why the community wanted you to leave them alone. This person was in devil energy. Leo. What else with the devil? Devil in reverse. What else with the devil in reverse? We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. We have the Goddess of Pentacles in reverse. Oh my God. Leo, let me see something. Because the devil in reverse is releasing all like attachments, all toxic energy that they possibly was in. You know what I mean? So it's actually a good sign. It's not like they fully had a breakthrough, but they're close to it. It's like they know, they acknowledge the behavior or the toxicity, and they're now starting to go within. They're starting to get the courage to go within and face their shadows, basically, releasing unhealthy attachments. But why I picked up the book and why it worried me is because of the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is like, how can I say it? It's like the wish card, right? They always call it the wish card. You worked hard, you're getting your wish. But in reverse, it seems like even though you have everything, something that you want is still missing. So I'm worried, right? Because then what came out with it was the Goddess of Pentacles, but the Goddess of Pentacles is in reverse. So in this person's energy, they're not getting what they want because they had attachments in the past. Attachments in the past that could have affected their money. Attachments in the past that could have made them invest in things that fucked up their money, basically. In the past, they could have just been very selfish. But I'm asking for their energy now. And that's what's worrying me. That's why I picked up the book, because it's a customized deck. So it also has a twist to the original meaning. So with the devil here for this person, releasing attachments, that's good. Looking within, they're starting to realize the error of their ways, right? Great, perfect. Nine of Cups in reverse is not your wish fulfillment, right? Nine of Cups in reverse is kind of like having, it's like a lack of gratitude, honestly, for me, because it's like you have everything you need, have everything you want, but you still feel like you're missing this one thing. And then the one thing that you're missing, Goddess of Pentacles come out in reverse. So you made bad investments. You don't have the money you think you need to impress Leo. You don't think you have the money you need to go after Leo. And then again, that worries me, because if you truly know a Leo, yes, we like nice things, of course, right? Leo like luxury. Leo likes to look nice. Leo is gonna look nice. Leo is going to smell nice. Leo is gonna do everything for Leo, right? So you don't have to, love don't cost a thing. J-Lo, another Leo. You don't have to impress Leo with money. And I still think this person has the idea that in order to come to you correctly, they have to have a certain amount of money. And no matter how much it is expressed to them that that's not what's missing, that's not the issue. They just don't get it. So, Spirit, what is this person's next move? What's their next move? What's Leo's person next move? Oh, they're going to boss up. Emperor. Oh, shit. Hold on. Daughter of Pentacles. Okay. And the Two of Cups. See, okay. I guess this person's next action is to basically, Two of Cups, that's offering you the cup of love. It could be take it to the next level, right? Propose. And they didn't want to do this until they got rid of what they needed to get rid of, meaning other people, attachments, addictions, whatever, a way of thinking, a way of being, whatever it is, right? Maybe their relationship with money, but they just thought they needed more money. They just felt like they needed more to be next to Leo. So what did they do? They bossed up. They became the emperor. They started providing structure in their life. They started probably eating better, looking better, thinking more clearly, surrounding themselves with healthy people, right? They just started moving towards their north node and started moving away from their south node. Your south node is where you're comfortable. Your south node is your peoples that you grew up with, the things that you used to do the old way, an old version of you, right? A version that you can clearly just, it's like a comfortable pair of slippers. You can slide your feet right on. They comfy, they cushiony, but they're not always good for you. You know what I mean? Maybe they fuck up your gait or the way you walk or something, right? They fuck up your feet in some way, right? Something like that. It's like your south node is where you're comfortable, but it's not always good for you. Your north node is what you came here for. Your north node is where you're going to. Okay? I feel like this person is just changing their life. With the devil in reverse, looking within and then just jumping straight to the emperor. They did some type of work. they had to lose something too in order to get there. Goddess of Pentacles in reverse. They lost some type of investment, money, business, job. They lost something, but they came back. They bounced back. Daughter of Pentacles. Daughter of Pentacles is that the page in the regular? Tell you right now, Bookie. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's the page. So, you know, the Daughter of Pentacles is all about new ideas, new investments, new ways to make money, right? You're that girl. You know what I mean? Like, you sell lashes, you do makeup, you do hair, you do everything in your field, like you cover all the bases kind of thing. Not saying this person is doing that, but that's kind of what they're doing. So if, let's say they were a truck driver, now they brought another truck. Now they brought another truck. Now they got 2 friends to go to school to get their trucking license to help them drive these trucks. Like, this is a person that sat down and decided how to expand. Daughter of Pentacles, how to make more money, how to do this, and all because they just want to offer their cup to you, Leo, the right way. So this is taking me as a person that didn't take the relationship as seriously as they should in the past. And so that's why they want to boss up, Emperor up, so they can show you now that they are taking it seriously. What's the energy between you guys currently? Because it seems like you both had issues on both sides. Maybe you had people that was trying to stop you from getting to this person, try to stop you from being with this person. And this person probably had financial issues from messing up money in the past. And so you guys are working on that. What's the energy between you two? What's the energy between you two? What's the energy between you two, Leo? Thank you. The Magician. I love that. You guys know you have everything you need to make this work. You guys know you have everything you need to push this relationship forward. You're going to block out the naysayers. You're going to block out anybody that's against it. You're going to buckle down and start saving money and doing things the right way. You're going to, like, it's different for everybody, but I just feel like you guys are going to move forward with this relationship despite the naysayers, despite the differences, despite the financial struggles. I'm going to pull a card from Loving Words of Jesus. We're going to get a scripture. I love this. And it fell right on your person. I feel like it's a message for you. Matthew 28:20. I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. So this person is definitely committed to this relationship. Yeah. You're everything they want, Leo, and they're everything you want. So let's get a message for you. So their message to you is Matthew 28:20. I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. Read that if you can. And then your message to them is Luke 6:38. Give, and it shall be given to you. Okay? So I don't know if you had to give this person the benefit of the doubt. I don't know if you had to put your trust in this person, but you guys have everything you need to make this relationship work. You just had to get rid of everything that was going against it and think clearly, because it was just bringing in added stress. 9 of Swords, right? And this person had to learn to release any attachments that was interfering, the Devil in reverse. So, and look within. So Leo, this is what I have for you. I love you, my lions. And please like, share, and subscribe. If you see this come up on your feed a few times and you visit me and you don't subscribe, why not? Just add me to the list of subscriptions. When you open YouTube, I'm sitting right there, probably with a new message for you. Okay? or clarity. Okay. Also, if you haven't, please subscribe to the main channel, which is Confident Chaos Tarot, where I do all signs and I do a collective. Again, like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. Bye.